over long periods of time. They increase in value, unlike paper assets, which don't increase in value over time. All right? Which markets are the boom to bust upward markets? This list right here. Gold goes up over time. Gold has been regarded as hard money throughout the world for over 4,000 years. All right? Over that 4,000 years, gold has gradually gone up in price. All right? And will likely continue to gradually go up in price over time. But while it's gradually going up in price over time, it does have periods of sharp moves to the upside and sharp moves to the downside. It can have long periods of going down, but when you string decade after decade after decade together, that trend tends to be gradually up. Silver tends to have a gradual up move over time, over a few thousand years. Art tends to go up over time. Collectibles, such as certain coins and watches and things of that nature, tend to go up gradually over time. Farmland goes up over time. Rare real estate, like homes on the beach, and things of that nature. Rare real estate that it's hard to duplicate and replicate over and over again. That type of real estate tends to go up over time. And look at what's the baby on this list. The baby is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a baby because it's far younger than everything on this list. It came into existence about 12 years ago and has burst on the scene as being not only the newest, but the most powerful player on this list. In just a 12-year period, Bitcoin has become a $1 trillion entity. Now think about this. It took Apple 42 years to become a $1 trillion company. It took Bitcoin 12 years. It took Microsoft 44 years to become a $1 trillion asset, a $1 trillion company. It took Bitcoin 12 years to become a $1 trillion entity. It took Amazon 24 years to become a $1 trillion asset. Notice how the time is getting shorter. Apple, it took Microsoft 44 years to become $1 trillion. It took Microsoft 44 years to become a $1 trillion asset. It took Apple 42 years to become a $1 trillion asset. It took Amazon 24 years, if I'm not mistaken, to become a $1 trillion asset. Notice the time getting smaller and smaller. All right. It took Google 22 years. It took Amazon 24 years. It took Google 22 years to become a $1 trillion asset. It took Bitcoin 12 years. That's insane. So Bitcoin is the new player on the block, but it is also the most powerful player on this block today and will likely continue to be over the next 40, 50, 60 years.